90% of the times we'll use AI agent node in our automations, right? So because AI agent node has access to tools and it can do a lot of stuff on our behalf, so we'll use AI agent node in almost in every automations. But it's not mandatory to use AI agent node all the time. Sometimes if we use AI agent node, it doesn't make any sense, because with the normal regular automations we'll get more accurate results and more standard results actually. So it's not mandatory to use AI agent node all the time. So today we'll discuss about what is AI agent node, how to use, when to use, simple prompting tips to AI agent node, and also we'll cover chat models, memory and tools. Okay, what is AI agent node? So AI agent node will look something like this in n8n. AI agent node is nothing but you can consider it like another human which has brain, which has ability to do tasks on our behalf, which has memory. So in n8n we'll have two types of messages. One is user message and the other one is system message. Let me go to n8n and I'll quickly show you what I mean. So whenever you add an AI agent node, you can click. So whenever you add an AI agent node, let me delete this. So after adding that, you will get standard, automatically the user message will be hard coded, but if you click on define below, now you can pass whatever you want in user message. So this is the user message and this is the system message. Okay. So user message is nothing but it's like directly talking to the AI. We are not giving any context, or we are not telling anything. We're just asking questions. Like, hey, what exactly is the system? So something like this. So this is the question. But the system message is very different to the user message. Here what it says is, like we are setting the context, we are giving the AI a role, and we are telling how to behave. We'll set some rules to our AI agent so that it can behave according to that. It can give the results according to that rules. Here you can see the example. We are saying you are an email writing helper, keep a professional tone. So here whatever we pass from the user message, it tries to write in the professional tone, because we are giving it a role and also we are setting the context, something like this. Keep a professional tone. Okay. So in short, user message is kind of direct chat, like directly chatting to someone. System message is setting rules, like it follows a protocol basically. That's what a system message is. When to use user messages? So when we are dealing with direct specific requests or fresh inputs, we can use a system user messages, like what's today's weather? So this is a direct question. Summarize customer feedback quickly. So here we can pass something like this. So user message, summarize this customer feedback. Okay. So here it will be something like this. JSON dot feedback. So from where this comes, it comes from the previous node. Here there will be schemas and we'll just drag and drop it here. That's how we'll give the user message. Coming to the system message, when we'll use this. So we will use system messages when we want to keep the AI agent consistent, when we want some kind of accurate behavior, then we'll use a system message, like we are giving some context here. You are my friendly personal assistant, always polite. So here we are saying you have to be always polite and you are my personal assistant. So it acts according to that rule, and whatever we get from the user message, it behaves according to that. So when we have to use both, most of the times we don't use only system message or only user message. We'll use both messages all the time, and it's ideal as well, because system message is something, it sets the personality, user message gives the specific question or task, right? So for example, there is a combo. So system message will be, you are an helpful animal loving assistant. The user will ask, tell me 3 fun facts about cats, right? Now it gives, as we already told, that we set a positive behavior to our assistant, right? To the system. We are saying helpful animal loving assistant. So whatever we ask about animals, it tries to give in a positive way. That's how it deals with the negative questions. So if we ask any tricky questions, like if we ask cats, tell tell me some bad things about cats, then it won't give the harsh answer, or it won't directly give us the bad things about cats. It tries to be neutral. It gives us a balanced answer, which will look something like this. Cats are awesome, but sometimes they scratch furniture. Good care solves this. So as you can see, it didn't say any bad things about cat, but it is saying they are, sometimes they do these kind of things, but we can take care of that. So it is saying something like this. So it is basically, it's giving a balanced answer, as we already gave the system a role, right? Animal loving assistant. So it will always gives us a positive answer. Exactly when to use AI agent node. So when we are dealing with customer service to avoid repetition, summarizing lengthy feedback, or whenever we are dealing with complex workflows, when we have to deal with a lot of tools, when we have to use a lot of tools and do a lot of tasks with that tools, then AI agent makes sense, because just we have to connect to that AI agent and we have to prompt accordingly. Then it can perform according to that prompts and our requirement. That's when we use AI agent node. Okay, best prompting tips. For user message, we have to be very specific and clear. We should not give any vague inputs. Tell me about emails. So this doesn't make any sense. Summarize this email in 3 sentences. So look, this is a bit of more clarity. We are giving more clear instruction to our AI agent. System messages, we can be elaborative here, because we have to set the role, set the context, give some persona to our AI agent, and also we have to give a lot of instructions to the system message, so we can be a bit elaborative here. So according to that, it behaves to the user message, basically user's prompt. So here you are a polite and brief assistant, so something like this. But in the complex workflows, we have to give a lot of prompt, a lot of context. And for something like this, if we are dealing with an emails, we have to tell, if we receive a negative email, you have to reply something like this. Or we can say something like this: whenever we receive a negative email, you have to be polite. You don't need to be harsh. So now coming to chat models, memory and tools, let's go to n8n. So here, as you can see, we have chat model, memory and tool. So chat model is nothing but the brain of our AI agent. We can connect ChatGPT, OpenAI model, Anthropic chat model, or Google Gemini. It depends on your requirement and on the tokens. You can connect whatever model you want. The memory is nothing but it remembers our previous conversation. We can set a number here. In this case, we have 5, so it remembers up to 5 messages. Okay, now coming to the tool, we can connect whatever tool we want. In this case, let's connect Gmail tool, and we have to prompt according to that. And from the user message, if for example, let's open this, it won't work, but I want to show you how it works behind the scenes. Let's say send an email to ssk@gmail.com. Then it sends an email to that person. Okay, or we can just say send a positive email, or saying hi, how are you doing, something like that. Then it can send according to that. That's how we'll use tools. We can also connect calendar tool, or we can connect, you can see there are a lot of tools you can connect. So that's how the tools actually work. So yeah, that's pretty much it about AI agent node in n8n. I just want to show you the difference between the system message and user message in a brief way. And that's pretty much it about it. And if you are looking for AI automations to your business, then you can go to our website and book a free call. We'll hop on a call and discuss about that. So I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.